Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I am in London, and I am in London with Louis Vuitton for a fashion show they're having tonight in the Tate Modern Gallery. I will show you around the room in a little bit. I've already been out all day. I have been in Louis Vuitton most of the day. I also went into Chanel and Dior. It's just been such a good day. I was walking back to the hotel there and the lights are starting to come on in London. Dior's decor outside their store was amazing. It just was lit up. I'll show you that. The lights were on in Regent Street. It was just so lovely. This is my room in the hotel, which I have all to myself with no children, no dogs to look after, none of that. There's my bag. These are some gifts that have very lovingly been left by Louis Vuitton. I think their customer service and how they have looked after me is just amazing. And then if we spin round, the bathroom is in here, which is all to myself. If you have young children, you will get my excitement. There's a bath in there, but I don't think I'm going to have time to use that. And then I will show you, I've been out all day, but I'll show you what I've been wearing. So I have on my Louis Vuitton Volt and the bigger one. I have my Ideal earrings in my ears, which I absolutely love. I have my Lily silk shirt on, which my husband's actually started asking me if I have any other clothes because I love it that much and wear it that much. I have my Ted Baker trousers on that I got in I think I showed those in a haul maybe around summertime. They're really easy to wear and just comfortable. And then I have on with them my Isabel Marant boots that I showed from Farfetch recently. And I have been wearing my Louis Vuitton coat with them during the day and my Artie Capucines, which has been star of the show. So that's been where we've been today and it's been such a good day already. And now to show you the shops. So over to London I went, and on Bond Street the decor is beautiful. This is Cartier. It was stunning. I had a look in Chanel. I went to Dior. I went to Louis Vuitton. Chanel I didn't think had the best stock, but some of the bags were stunning. I loved the pink colour, the shoes. I love the colour of this Gabrielle. There were some bright colours. There were actually quite a lot of pinks that works for me, but there wasn't a huge choice, if I'm honest. They did have this classic reissue, which we don't always see in store. They also had a great range of shoes, but the ones I was looking at, they didn't have my size in. I loved this outfit on this mannequin. The whole thing I thought was absolutely stunning. This was interesting, but I wasn't convinced. And the denim bag that we've seen quite a lot. Dior's decor, second to none. I was surprised they had the mini version of the Lady Dior in the wicker. I didn't think this came to the UK, but it was so cute. I loved this jacket. I was so close to buying this jacket. I thought it was just so funky. I could imagine it. I did worry if it was too logo, but who am I kidding? I love a logo. Oh, I loved it so much. Out of Dior and over to Louis Vuitton where I had an appointment, and the service in here was absolutely stunning. I loved their windows. I do have two young boys, so the Lego was right up my street. I think this collection is beautiful. If I was a little bit skinnier, I might have been convinced to buy some of the clothing, but the high line on the tops was not really working for me, and I loved the sequin boots, but they were far too tight to get up my leg. They didn't even go half the way. This print I really love. I loved it in this loop bag. I also really like the Petite Malle in it. The Petite Malle is one of my absolute favourite bags. I think it is so cool. There it is. Love it. They had not the best stock in those, to be honest. They did have a lot of this collection, but not everything, and some of it was very limited in sizes. Loved this green mini capucine, and also wait till you see the pink shearling version. I fell in love with this. If it wasn't for my pink capucines I already have in the mini size, I would have bought this, although it was very expensive, but I thought it was absolutely beautiful. This bag blew me away. I was very tempted to buy it. I did also really like the green, but I'm not really a fan of ostrich, and that's what put me off this one. Although I thought the colour of it was really classic and stunning, and I could imagine wearing it in the jewel tones. It's right up my street. I love these. I know some of these are probably thought to be a waste of money, these little decorative pieces of Louis Vuitton, but I think they're beautiful. I had went to see this, but I thought for me, the crop, maybe not the best. I did get drawn back to those capucines. I just love that bag. The Fashion in Louis Vuitton, the ready-to-wear, I thought was beautiful. I fell in love with a couple of pieces. Some of them they didn't have my size in. Some of them, the shoes I was looking for, they didn't have in either. They did have this trunk bag, which I think is really, really cool. And I also really loved this cape. This cape is reversible. I thought the print side of it was really cool. I could see myself wearing that for years to come. Unfortunately, the one I am trying on was already sold. They did let me try it, but I couldn't buy it because it had already been sold to another customer. But I thought it was a beautiful, beautiful piece. I was very taken also with some more of their fine jewellery. On leaving Louis Vuitton, the lights were on. Oh my goodness, this was just Christmas with Bond Street lit up, Cartier, Dior, the lights over Regent Street. I just loved it and it felt so Christmassy and was a great end to this day's shopping before heading to the show. We're going to the event and obviously there's going to be food and dinner and drinks. But I'm going to spin you around and show you what I just ordered for myself to the room because I don't really eat fancy food. So I have, let's show you. For the very non-fancy person, non-fancy eater, yep, that'll do me. So as well as stuff my face with the room service, I had, I think, about 20 minutes to get ready. So I've had to throw some makeup on my face and this is what I am wearing. So I'm wearing my Louis Vuitton bomber jacket, which has the monogram on the inside. But it won't be taken off because this is very much, you see the patch there, part of the outfit because this little top underneath it is, there's not much to it. And then I have on my Louis Vuitton jewellery again and I have on the Louisette earrings. I have a black cameo on that is tiny so the jacket stays on. I then have black skin tight Ted Baker trousers on because I think with the bomber jacket it needs to be tight on the bottom to bring it in. I then have Louis Vuitton boots on, which are an 85mm heel, so they should be good for me for standing because there is an after party. And then I have with me my beloved Tate Mal because I just love this bag and I don't know why I didn't buy this bag sooner. I stand back here and give you a look. This is tonight's look for the event and I am very much looking forward to it. Now let's show you some of the show. The venue, the Tate Modern, was absolutely stunning. This was decked out amazingly. It was emotive, it was evocative, it was stunning. There was such a crowd at this event. I think there were about 400 people. It was very surreal to be sitting in a fashion show for Louis Vuitton watching the pieces come down in front of me. It was like living a different life, if I'm completely honest. Some of the show, let's look at this. My favourite pieces coming down the runway. I love seeing the bags and the bright colours. I absolutely loved this look, one of my favourites. This look, another one of my favourites. I thought this was absolutely stunning. Look at the bag in this one and look at that sparkly capucines. It's so beautiful. I was delighted to see a twist on the runway, more capucines on the runway, and a Neverfull. She gets her rightful place on the Louis Vuitton runway. This capucines was absolutely stunning. Oh, I'm just in love with it. Also this one, I was blown away. This look, one of my absolute favourites. The whole look from top to toe I thought was fabulous. Look at that capucines and the detail. Look at that Tate Mal. I couldn't actually believe that I was sitting watching these. It was amazing. Now for the after party. Cocktails, a Louis Vuitton DJ, a dance floor, everybody having fun. This has to be the most surreal moment. And I know I've said that. It's the morning after the night before. In the very, very truest sense of that phrase, I am a little delicate, as you can probably hear. I'm going to spin you around and show you what I'm wearing. I'm packed up in the background there and going to check out. I'm going to nip round to Dior, I think, first and back to Louis Vuitton. And there is a lunch, Louis Vuitton's holding a lunch this afternoon. Going to go to that, although not feeling the best for that, but I'm going to go to that and then we will be going to the airport to fly home. So I'll give you a quick look at what I'm wearing and then we'll get on with this glorious day, which I need to learn that partying is for the young. So this is what I'm wearing today. I have on this Ted Baker dress with the puff sleeves. It's quite tight, and after the amount that I've eaten and drank the last couple of days, not my best choice, but there we go. It is sort of swings out at the bottom, and then I have it on with my Louis Vuitton boots that I wore last night, and that's probably not a great idea. I didn't anticipate that I would be out partying quite so long or so much, and I didn't really, to be honest, anticipate the after party to be as much fun, and I danced the whole night long in heels, so my feet are paying for that a little bit. So these are going to be fun, these heels, but that's what I have to wear, and for once I didn't bring 10 spare outfits, so this is what it is. So I'm gonna get my big girl pants on and go into Bond Street, and I will chat to you later. Today's full look with the coat and bag. I love this bag. I got stopped so many times yesterday at talk about this bag, and a lot of people were saying in Louis Vuitton were saying really just happy to see somebody actually using them because they are so decorative, but totally love it and love this coat. Let's get out of here. Starting in Dior, there were shoes and boots I wanted to see, and also a bag. Shock, horror, surprise, but I loved Dior. The atmosphere, the service, everything was brilliant. I really loved their long boots. I loved their shoes. There was a couple of pairs I was interested in taking home. I also loved how decorative this beautiful white saddlebag with the gold embroidery was. I thought this was beautiful. White wouldn't be a favourite colour of mine, but the detail on this really caught me. I just thought it was very, very striking and beautiful, although I do think it probably would be a little bit delicate, but it was a bag that I couldn't stop thinking about. I also really, really loved the mini saddlebags and these boots. I thought these boots were cool. I tried them on in the black as well. The black was too tight to get up my leg. I liked the shoe version of them as well. The black and the white boot version, I don't know if I could have worked into my wardrobe. Loved these mini saddlebags. This was on my wish list. I've taken a real notion for a mini saddlebag. I don't know what colour I would go for, or if I would go for the oblique. You can just about fit your phone in if it's the same size as mine, which is not the biggest one, but I enjoyed it. Back to Louis Vuitton for a quick look again, because why not? And then over to YSL. This bag I keep trying on. I can't get this bag out of my mind. I think I've tried it on 3 or 4 times now. It did just have a huge price increase, but I think it's really, really stunning. But I don't wear huge bags that much. I don't know if I would get the wear out of it, but I know a lot of people have this and I think it is beautiful. Then over to Gucci. I had a look in Gucci, tried on some shoes, played with some of the bags. And home, I will try and get the unboxing filmed as soon as possible. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for coming on this trip and for always supporting me. Take care, and I will see you again in the next one.